I'm going to loom knit a scarf and wanted to share how to do that. So first of all, of course, you need the knitting loom. You need the hook that comes with the knitting loom. Yarn, which I have considerably more than I actually need. Not a bad thing. And then crochet hook, which I have a lot to choose from here. You only need one. So once you have all that, you can get started. So how you get started is you think about I'm not sure if I would describe it as an S shape or a number 8. But you can see when my hand isn't in the way how I'm doing this. An awkward angle, but oh well. So yeah, I hope it works with, I'm a very visual person, so I'm kind of relying very heavily on visuals here. And 2 things to remember is 1, keep this fairly loose. Okay, let's see. And 2, back here where you started, hang on to that, otherwise this is going to unravel, which is a bit inconvenient. So that takes you back to where you started. So, you get to the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this inch down, hang on to it with my other hand, and then push these down. So now I'm going to do the same thing again, but going back in the other direction, as you can see. S shape, or number 8, whichever works better for you. And there are a couple other ways of doing this. I want to make another video about it later. So, you're back where you started. Well, first of all, to keep this from unraveling, you're going to take this one here, grab that, and pull it on over the top. And that holds that one in place. Now this one, because you started with it, and I should have mentioned, make sure you leave a bit extra when you start. Go ahead and pull that on over. That way you don't need to worry about anything unraveling. So then you just keep going. Like that. Silence. Anyways, this is some yarn that I hand spun myself. I mean, it's not that I don't use other yarn and like store-bought yarn, but I just spin more yarn than I know what to do with, so that's usually kind of my go-to thing. Plus, this is a gift for a friend, so I kind of just wanted to be extra special. And I thought you might like this particular yarn. So, push it back down, and then you just keep going like that until your scarf is as long as you want it to be. I now have my scarf as long as I want it. So what I'm going to do now is take the looped yarn on one side and loop it around the other. Just transfer it nice and easy, like this. So now, the next little bit is going to look a little familiar. It's again just a matter of pulling the yarn, the loops up and over, bottom one over the top. Now that's done, you go figure out the end with the yarn hanging off the end. You go to the opposite end, and I'm going to flip this over so that I'm actually able to do this. Pull it down, and then you collect the next one. Now what you're going to do is you take the next one and you loop it, if I can do this so you can see it, loop it through the first. And this may be easier for you to see if I transfer it onto a crochet hook. So now here it is, both of them on a crochet hook, and this is a lot like crochet. You just take this one and you pull it through that one, and then you just keep going. Now once you get to the end, you have the loose end here. You just pull it through that hoop, pull it tight, well, as tight as possible, and then it is effectively finished off. Now, of course, you have these loose ends, and you're going to have other loose ends. So, really, all you just do then is leave them, take your crochet hook, and that could be a little shorter. Just take your crochet hook and just weave it through. Sometimes you might realize that it isn't quite as invisible as you'd like, so you have to go back and redo a little bit. And there you have it, nicely finished off.